I'm originally from Linton, grew up in Linton, spent time also around the Greene County area, and my father was the high school basketball coach, which if anyone has seen the movie Hoosiers, that was pretty much my life growing up, and it was a great life. My brother, Tom, also received his undergraduate degree from Indiana State University and played baseball at Indiana State University. So my story is a little bit different perhaps. I attended my first year of school at another larger university down the road a bit. Probably attended there for maybe some of the wrong reasons. But in any event, I realized there, while the academics were fantastic, the rest just wasn't adding up for me. I didn't feel that I had the opportunities. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right places for the opportunities, so probably some of it is on me. But it just did not seem like the place, for a lot of reasons, that I wanted to have my college career. So I transferred for my second year to Indiana State University. I had the background there with my brother having attended. I also had a lot of friends. I knew a lot about Indiana State. So I transferred to Indiana State, and the rest is history, at least for me. I had just an unbelievable experience. I had known for a long time that I wanted to be an attorney, that I wanted to go to law school. I also knew that I wanted to end my college career with a tangible degree that I could actually use to get a job day one after those first 4 years of schooling, if I needed to. I wasn't sure how the law school thing would work out. I wasn't sure if I would have the money to continue, to be honest. I wasn't sure that it would, maybe things would change, and that wasn't the course that I wanted to take. So I decided that I wanted to go for a social science degree in education, so that if I wanted to, needed to, I could use that and teach at the high school level. I absolutely found that my undergraduate experience at Indiana State prepared me for law school. Absolutely. I feel as though, even looking with all the hindsight in the world now, I feel as though I was as prepared, maybe more prepared, than anyone in my class, irrespective of the school that they attended. So I found that Indiana State did a great job of preparing me, and frankly, my coursework studying for the social science education degree just prepared me tremendously with the political science pieces, the economics pieces. There were business pieces built in, and of course history. So yes, very prepared. Well, I was very active in Indiana State, and that's one of the things that I feel as though just positively impacted my life. I can't speak enough about that. And the advice to people, students, to get involved. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. Certainly, my sorority was very important to me, and had a lot of fun along the way that I also think is important. Rounds out your life, rounds out the academic pieces. I made lifelong friends. I also had the opportunity, and this is one of those memories that I still think about, and I can't believe how impactful this was for my life at that point in time, but I had the opportunity at Indiana State to study abroad. And I still remember very vividly the day that Professor Rissler, who was my favorite professor in history, invited me to his office and asked if I would be interested in studying abroad in England, Ireland, and Scotland, studying British history, if I were to receive a scholarship that would pay my way. Well, that was huge. Of course, I probably didn't even last 1 second before saying, yes, I want to do that. At that point in my life, I had hardly been out of the Midwest, and so making that kind of travel and having those opportunities was just almost unbelievable. And so I did that, thanks to ISU. And it was just, today, it's one of the best experiences I've had in my entire life, and it opened my eyes to the world, so to speak. So that's one of the most vivid memories I have that kind of ties extracurricular and academia together. After law school, I became an attorney for a large property and casualty insurance company. And I realized that I loved the business, I loved the business aspects, and I loved the insurance industry. Some people laugh when they hear me say that, but I loved it. And I moved then up to the general counsel of that company. And then about 20 years after that, I had the opportunity here at Indiana Farmers Insurance. And 6 years ago, I had the opportunity to become president and CEO of Indiana Farmers. And so I do, and perhaps this sounds cliche, but I mean it sincerely, I feel as though Indiana State and my experiences there, my education, were some of the main factors that have propelled me to this position and whatever elements of success that I've had. Relative to my college career, I'm not sure, in hindsight, I would have done anything differently, or I would do anything differently. Certainly making the choice to transfer to Indiana State was the right choice. And I think if I were to give advice to students today, it would be to get involved. Use every opportunity. It's just a tremendous opportunity that they have in front of them, especially at Indiana State. The sky's the limit. That's a school where we have diversity, we have leadership potential, we have faculty and staff that truly care about the students. So say yes to those opportunities. They're right there and they can impact your life. Today's Indiana State, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of my university. I loved Indiana State back a few years ago when I was there, and the changes have been, though, utterly fantastic. The campus looks a lot different. I'm always so proud and still can't believe how beautiful the campus looks these days. We have a dynamic new president that I think is going to take the university even to greater heights. So I'm excited about the future. But I think there are so many things that are still the same with Indiana State. It's still a school of opportunity. It's a school of diversity. And it's a school where we have faculty that does care. Every day they care about their students and about their futures. Well, I have absolutely enjoyed and treasured even the time that I've been able to spend with ISU, serving on the Foundation Board of Directors and more recently serving on the Board of Trustees. It's so important to me to give back to Indiana State because, as I've talked about, they have done so much for me. The university has really propelled me, certainly in the leadership capacity, but also in the academic areas as well. And so I can't think of a better way to spend my time and my resources than supporting my university.